அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். I welcome all of you for this video session. So, this is acids, bases and salts part 2. So, in general science we are discussing chemistry subject. So, in part 1 we have discussed some operational concepts about acids and bases. So, in this session we are going to discuss some conceptual concepts based on these acids and bases. So, when you are talking about acids, bases, so what are acids and what are bases? To explain the concept, so many scientists put forth various concepts. Among them, Arrhenius, Bronsted and Lowry, Lewis, Yuzhnevich, these are some of the important scientists who delivered some important concepts based on these acids and bases. So, we are going to discuss these concepts and some questions based on these concepts. Let us go to the class. So, the first one is Arrhenius. According to Arrhenius, what are acids? Acids are the substances that gives out H plus ions, in water. When you put acids in solution, they donate H plus ions, hydrogen ions, and bases are the substance which when dissolved in water gives out OH minus ions. So, this is the definition of acid and base based on Arrhenius. Acids are the substances that gives H plus ions when you put in solution. Bases are the substance when you dissolve it in water, it gives away OH minus. See, for example, these are some of the examples for acids: HCl, HNO3, H2SO4, H3PO3. So, here in all the acids hydrogen is there. So, when you dissolve it in water, they donate H plus ions. So, here these are the examples for bases. When you dissolve it in solution, they give out OH minus ions. So, these are the examples for bases. The second one is Bronsted and Lowry. So, he modified Arrhenius concept. So, in terms of protons only. So, in this case the substances that do not possess OH minus ion, whether they are base or something else. So, as to explain this concept, he put forth his concept like this: acids are defined as the substance which has the tendency to give out a proton. That means proton means H plus ions. Okay. So, proton means H plus ions. So, the substance that donate H plus ions are known as acids. So, in simple words, acids are proton donors, and in contrast, bases are the substances that accept a proton. So, bases are proton acceptors. We can say like this: bases are proton acceptors, acids are proton donors. So, that in this case, according to Lowry and Bronsted, an acid and base differs by a proton. Okay, so, he introduced one more concept, that is conjugate pair of acid and base, which differs by a proton only, H plus ion only. And amphoteric substances are the substances which has the tendency to act both acid as well as base. So, for example, H2O is acting as amphoteric substances. If you add one more water molecule, so one water molecule gives away a proton to another one, so that you get H3O plus and OH minus. Okay, so, here one water molecule donate one proton to another water molecule. So, here it donates a proton, so that it is acting as a acid. Since it accepts the proton, it is acting as a base. So, in both the cases, both water molecules are acting bases as well as acids. So, it is called as amphoteric substances. Okay, so, based on this concept, let us see one question. So, an acid is a substance that can lose a proton is called. So, an acid is a substance that can lose a proton is called Arrhenius concept, Bronsted-Lowry concept, Lewis concept and Yuzhnevich concept. So, here you will be confused a little bit, because both Arrhenius as well as Bronsted both are saying that an acid is a substance that donates a proton, that is H plus ions. So, here the question is this: an acid is a substance that can lose a proton, So, only difference is, according to Arrhenius, acids are the substance which gives away a proton when dissolved in water. When dissolved in water, it loses a proton. So, here generally, here the concept is losing one proton, not by adding the substance into water. So, here the first one, Arrhenius concept, is not the answer. So, it should be the second choice, that is Bronsted-Lowry. So, bases are the substances that can accept a proton, acids are the substance that donates a proton. So, the substance that can lose a proton is called Bronsted and Lowry concept. So, according to Lewis, acid is a substance that has a tendency to accept a pair of electron. So, that we see in the next slide. So, this is also based on the same concept, Bronsted-Lowry concept. So, here the conjugate base of FeH2O 6 times 3 plus is. So, this question was asked in group 2 2013 TNPC. Okay, so here according to Bronsted, a conjugate base and acid differs by a proton. An acid, a conjugate base will differs by a proton, that is a concept. So, here the acid is given to you and you are asked to find out the conjugate base of this acid. Okay. So, let us take this FeH2O 6 times 3 plus. So, here, so what happens here is one H2O molecule will be dissociated to give away H plus and OH minus ions. Okay. So, here the one H plus ion leaves the compound, so that it donates a proton, so that it acts as an acid. Okay. So, here this OH minus ion, so here one H2O will come away, it dissociate into H plus and OH minus ions. Okay. So, here the H plus go away and this OH minus combines with Fe with the electron pair. So, that the charge of the molecule will not change, okay, it remains constant. So, here it is a coordination compound in which iron is a central metal atom, it accepts a pair of electron, that means from OH minus. So, here this OH minus ion, the charge of the OH minus will not alter the charge of the entire molecule. Okay. So, that OH minus will add to the Fe. So, the answer is FeH2O 5 times, because one water molecule go away and decomposes into H plus OH minus. So, this OH minus combines with the Fe, okay, all are correct. So, the charge remains constant, it will not change. Okay. So, here the option is A, not B. Second class, both are similar, but here the charge is 2 plus. So, the addition of OH minus to Fe will not alter the charge of the compound. Okay. So, the charge remains constant, so that the answer is A, not B. So, these are all not the answer choices. Okay. So, this is a concept of Lowry and Bronsted. Okay. Coming to the next concept. Okay. So, come to this Lewis concept. So, the scientist Lewis, he modified the concept of Arrhenius as well as Lowry and Bronsted. So, the substance that do not possess H plus ions, how you will classify it, an acid or base? See, for example, if you take these substances, okay, so here if you take BF3, AlCl3, here there is no hydrogen ion or OH minus ions. So, according to Arrhenius concept as well as Bronsted concept, it should possess H plus or OH minus ions, but here there is no H plus ions in these cases. So, how will you classify the substance, whether it is an acid or base? So, Lewis introduced one more concept in which acids are the substances that has a capacity to accept a pair of electron. So, acids are the substances that can accept a pair of electron. Okay. So, it accepts a pair of electron. Electron pair accept பண்றது உங்களுக்கு வந்து acid அப்படினு சொல்றோம். In contrast, a base is a substance which has the capacity to donate a pair of electron. So, when donating a pair of electron, it is known as a base. See here, these are the examples in which nitrogen always possesses a lone pair of electron, In H2O, oxygen will always possess a lone pair of electron. In cyanogen, Cn minus, so there is a pair of electron, Cn minus, there is a pair of electrons. So, all these substances, they have excess of electrons, they have the tendency to donate the pair of electron to an acid. So, here this BF3 and AlCl3, both boron as well as aluminum are electron deficient atoms, so they readily accept a pair of electron. So, when ammonia gives a pair of electron, BF3 as well as AlCl3 has a tendency to accept the pair of electron. So, here NH3 is called as Lewis base and BF3 is called as Lewis acid. Okay, so, according to Lewis, acids are electron acceptor, bases are electron donors. Okay, so, based on the concept, let us see the question. Consider the oxidation of SO3 2 minus to SO4 2 minus ion by oxygen. So, SO3 2 minus plus O2 gives SO4 2 minus. In the reaction, the Lewis acid and Lewis base. So, which substance act as Lewis acid and which one act as Lewis base? That is the question. So, we have seen that the substance that donates a pair of electron is known as Lewis base. The substance that accepts a pair of electron is known as Lewis acid. So, here SO3 2 minus and oxygen combines together, it is an oxidation reaction. So, here oxygen combines with sulfur, okay, so that SO4 we will get SO4 will be obtained. So, here the oxygen molecule, oxygen always have a lone pair of electron. Okay, so, the oxygen donates a pair of electron to SO3 2 minus. So, here oxygen should be the Lewis base and SO3 2 minus should be Lewis acid. So, here among the choices, choice A is the answer. So, here SO3 2 minus, since it accepts a pair of electron from oxygen, it is a Lewis base, and oxygen, since it donates a pair of electron, it is a base. So, the next concept is Usenovich concept. According to Usenovich, an acid is a substance that is capable of giving up cations, combining with anions, or combining with electrons, or neutralizing a base to give away salt. A base is a substance that gives away anions or gives away electrons, or combining with the cation or neutralizing an acid to give away salt. So, this is a concept of Usenovich. So, this is entirely different concept. So, we see one example first to understand this concept. So, here consider the reaction SO3 sulfur trioxide reacts with sodium oxide to give Na2SO4, which is a salt. In this reaction, which is acid, which is base, that is the question. So, here, so this is the reaction actually. So, Na2O first of all gives away 2 Na plus cations and O2 minus anion, and this O2 anion combines with SO3 to give away sulfate ion. Finally, the sulfate ion combines with sodium ion to give sodium sulfate. So, here the concept is this. So, an acid is a substance that combines with an ion, okay, to give away salt. A base is a substance that will give anions. So, the substance which gives anion is a base, that combines with the anion is an acid. So, come to this equation. So, here this Na2O gives anions and this anion combines with the SO3. Okay. So, according to the concept, acid is a substance that combines with the anion. So, here SO3 is an acid. A base is a substance that gives away anions. So, here Na2O is the base. Okay. So, look for the answer. So, here the first choice SO3 is an acid and Na2O is base. Okay. So, here SO3 is an acid, yes, NO2 is a base, yes. So, Na2O is an acid is not correct, both Na2 and SO3 are acids are not correct. So, it is not correct. So, the answer is A, answer A is the correct answer. Okay. So, this is the concept of Usenovich. So, the final one. So, when you come to the salts, the topic salts are the substances that can be obtained by the combination of acids and bases. When an acid combines with base, it gives away salt and water. So, this is a common reaction. So, the acids are classified into strong acids and weak acids. The bases are classified as strong bases and weak bases. So that 4 type of salt may be obtained. The salt that obtained from strong acid and strong base, strong acid and weak acid and strong base, both weak acid and weak base. So that 4 type of salts are possible. So here the question is, among the following salts, which is a salt of weak acid and strong base? Okay, so weak acid and strong base. Generally, weak acids will not dissociate completely, it will dissociate partially, but strong acids or bases will completely dissociate it into water. So, if you are coming to the options, in NH4Cl, so here the ammonium is the base part, chlorine is coming from the acid part, it is derived from HCl and this is derived from NH4OH. Ammonium is the weak base. Okay, so here the question is weak acid and strong base. So here it is weak base and it is strong acid. So here acetic acid is weak acid, ammonium is weak base. So it is not the answer. Both are weak acids and bases. So if we take NaCl, both Na as well as Cl are derived from strong acid and strong base. So NaOH and HCl. So NaOH is a strong base, HCl is a strong acid. So it is not the answer. It is not the answer. But here sodium is derived from a strong base and cyanogen is derived from weak acid. So this is the answer. So C is the answer. The aqueous solution of potassium chloride is a weak electrolyte, a strong electrolyte, a non-electrolyte, initially weak and then become a strong one. So நம்ம ஏற்கனவே சொன்ன மாதிரி strong electrolyte is a substance that will completely dissociate in water. Strong electrolyte is a substance in which either acid or base part or both acid or base part should be derived from a strong part. Okay, so either of the parts, acids or bases, are strong, then the electrolyte will be strong. If both acid part as well as base part is strong, then the electrolyte will be strong. So coming to the answer choices, potassium chloride. So both potassium as well as chlorine are strong acids and bases. Potassium hydroxide is a strong base, hydrogen chloride, that is hydrochloric acid, is a strong base. So potassium chloride is a strong electrolyte. So the answer is a strong electrolyte. Weak electrolyte, no. Non-electrolyte, initially weak and then become strong. So these are not the answer choices. So B is the answer choice. Okay. So choose the correct statement. All areneous acids are Bronsted acids. The pH value of water increases when sodium chloride is added. pH of acidic solution is greater than 7. Ionic product of water is 1 into 10 power minus 8. So if you coming to the fourth choice, ionic product of water, it is not 1 into 10 power minus 8, it is 1 into 10 power minus 14. So this is not the answer choice. The pH of acidic solution is greater than 7. No, it should be less than 7. So this is not the answer choice. The pH of acidic solution should be less than 7. The pH value of water increases when NaCl is added. So here NaCl is a salt, the pH value of a salt is also 7, the pH of water is also 7. So when you add NaCl to water, the pH value remains constant. So this is not the answer choice, but all areneous acids are Bronsted acids. Yes, it is. So in both the concepts, according to areneous as well as Bronsted, acid is a substance that donates proton. So here the answer is A, all areneous acids are Bronsted acids. Okay. So far we have discussed some conceptual definitions about acids and bases, and based on the definitions we have discussed some questions. I think it will be very useful for you. Thank you for watching.